This is a continuation from the last BirdNerd diary in January. I will leave a link up in the right hand corner for anyone who hasn't seen it. It's February now. This month may be colder than last month was, and probably more snow too. I hope not though. The chickadees behind my house seem to be on lookout for me these days. I set them up with some food before going on my way. Peanut was the first to greet me. I gave him some boiled egg. I'm always amazed with how relaxed he is with me. After hiding the food away, he went up in the tree to be on lookout. He spends a lot of time doing that. A little while after, he came back down for some more. This time he rested down lower in a tree and fluffed out his feathers because it's a little chilly today, minus 10 degrees Celsius. It's remarkable how big they appear with their feathers fluffed out. And that thick down helps quite a bit too. I'm not sure why, but Peanut ended up breaking a little piece of a twig off the tree and kind of played with it in his beak before putting it down on the branch. Usually that's something fledglings do. Interesting to see an older juvenile doing it. I noticed his throat feathers moving and realized he was singing. It's really kinda low. Peanut does a lot of singing these days. I think he's practicing his vocals to impress and attract a female. I hope he's successful. After a long visit, I went up to see the others. On the way, I saw Webster and Snowy and gave them some food on a tree. And then, just a couple more feet up, I put some food down for Angel, Minnie Tim, Kiwi, and Lentil. Some days it's just too cold to hand feed birds. Up in Blue and Sweetgirl's territory, I saw the other Gray Jay. I don't know where he goes, but sometimes he can be absent from this territory for weeks, and then all of a sudden, one day he's back.
It's a little Gray Jay.
Poor little guy seems so hungry. He took the rest of the egg, but he dropped it on the way. It may look like jays are always eating, but actually most of this goes stored away into the trees for later feeding. It's just food in the pantry. Blue and Sweetgirl were here, and so was Hermoso. Hatch tried getting his seed, but the little Gray Jay decided he wanted some food.
Yep, it's a Hatch. Hey, come on. Good boy.
Hatch got something after, though.
Hey.
At the last part of my day, I saw Hoppy and her family. Well, this is the day the book I was hired to write released. It's pretty neat. I'm lucky to have had this opportunity. Another day outside with the little guys, and as usual, it's overcast and gloomy. Make no wonder I suffer with depression. At least the little birds make it more bearable. I love helping them out. Kiwi, Lentil, Angel, Minnie, Tim, and the others seem to enjoy collecting their seeds today. They must have been hungry. I only had a little bit of food for Peanut today. He was cool with it though. I saw Hermoso up in Blue and Sweet Girl's territory again. I had to go further in the woods to find Blue and Sweet Girl though, and Peanut surprised me. I didn't think he followed me up here.
What?
He wasn't impressed with the food I had in my hand, so he checked out the bag I had on my arm. No fear at all. Shortly after, I heard the jay's alarm calling. Peanut stayed still up in a tree. It was Blue and Sweet Girl and the little female. Never did see what upset them. I didn't have much again today, but Peanut seemed okay. Pretty much all the jays were here. I saw a young blue jay, and I remember seeing this one back in fall. Surprisingly, Squawky was here. I put some food down and all the jays dived in. But then a squirrel came by and ruined their party. Luckily, it wasn't interested in cat kibble, so the jays were able to go back to collecting some more. I ended up putting the cat kibble on a tree. Hermoso was here, and Squawky dominated him. And then Snowy and Webster collected some. My visit up in Blue and Sweet Girl's territory wasn't long. I didn't end up seeing Sweet Girl, and while searching for her, I came up on a moose. She had a youngster with her, and I wasn't about to go any further in that direction, so I left and decided I'd come back out tomorrow. On the way out, I saw some crossbills up in a spruce. When I went out the next day, I did find Sweet Girl, but I never recorded anything. After a break for a couple days, I decided to go out, and it was stormy and cold too. I saw Snowy and Peanut in the woods. I had some fried egg for Peanut this time.
Peanut's being a little picky today.
And even Snowy wanted some, but she dropped it on her way. Poor girl had to go down in the snow to get it. Brr. Webster came out shortly after. I guess he was nestled in someplace warm and didn't want to come out. They do that sometimes when it's cold. Peanut ended up finding a pretty good little spot to get away from the wind and stayed there. Sweet Girl, Blue, and Hermoso weren't long greeting me today. I guess they were hungry. The young female was here too, and so was Hatch and Maggie.
Hatch and Maggie.
A short visit, but at least I saw everyone and got out of the house too. I was hoping I'd see Squawky today, but I never. I saw a young jay, though. It wasn't stormy, but it was gray and overcast. Ugh, typical around here. The little guys, Kiwi, Lentil, Angel, Minnie Tim, and the intruder, Nuthatch, went crazy for their food today. It wasn't cold, so I wonder if there's some bad weather coming. Snowy was here, but not her mate Webster. I haven't seen Peanut yet either. I noticed a few redpolls up in a tamarack tree, though. Haven't seen them in a while. The little guys must have been hungry because they followed me. I was running out of seed in my hand. I love how Lentil and Kiwi responded, as if to say,
Okay.
Excuse me, miss, but we need more seed.
Yeah. Here's the good stuff.
They are so
I'm gonna
sweet.
get some.
I filled my hand up with more seed and they were good to go. Webster made an appearance too. Good to see that he's not too far from where I saw Snowy. I saw Peanut not long after. I think he really liked that I had leftover chicken, something different. The trail going into Blue and Sweet Girl's territory was covered in snow. I had a feeling Hermoso would be here, so I called out to him.
Hermoso!
Sure enough, he was.
Hi, Hermoso. Buddy.
He had to be quick because of the squirrel. While I waited for Hermoso to come back, I noticed the squirrel off burying the peanut in the snow. He looked pretty cute covering it up with his little hands. Hermoso came back for more, but he had to be quick because that squirrel was on the go. And of course, it wasn't long before a little squirrel chase took place.
Hey,
Hatch and Maggie were here too.
what are you doing?
I love how tame Maggie is. She just gets on my finger and stays there. Sweetie.
What are you doing? Hey, you want a peanut? Yeah. Where's the peanut? Hey.
Sweet Girl Blue and the young female came out shortly after too.
And also have the little girl.
Seeing my little guys is so important to me, but these days with depression looming over me, it means the world to
Blue.
see them, even if only for a
it?
little while.
It's just boy grosbeaks. It's okay. He's a little freaked out.
Does my heart and mind good.
Peanut getting some grub. Lentil. Kiwi.
Started off with my happy girl today. I was surprised to see that she chose peanuts over the chicken I had for her. That's a first. Her mate, however, went right for the chicken. I was really happy to see Squawky today. There was a jay with him, I'm guessing his mate from last year. I don't know him as well as the other jays, but I have known him since he was a baby back in 2014.
After a short little visit.
A squirrel wasn't long finding the goodies and helping itself. Can't blame him.
Hermoso.
I thought I would find Hermoso up with Blue and Sweetgirl, but instead he was down with Snowy and Webster. I guess he wanted to change things up. I had peanuts all ready for the little ones, Kiwi, Lentil, Angel, and Minnie Tim. They liked that. I never saw Peanut until I got up to Blue and Sweetgirl's territory.
Peanut.
Lucky for him, I had lots of goodies, chicken and roast.
Good baby. How are ya? And where were you? I was looking everywhere for you, Peanut. Everywhere. You silly little bird. The chickadees aren't too happy with you. They don't like you. I do, though.
Hatch, Maggie, Speck, and the chickadees greeted me inside the woods. Sweetgirl, Blue, and the young female were here too.
Blue. Good boy. Sweet girl. 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 Good girl. Girl. I'm a girl.
A little squirrel had a time going around hiding peanuts in the snow. It's pretty cute. Blue is so striking in the winter. His color is just so vibrant. The middle of February, and I have to say it hasn't snowed very much yet this winter, and it hasn't been very cold either. I hope the rest of this month will be that way, but I hope more to feel better. Thanks for watching. Part 2 of February Bird Nerd Diary will be uploaded next week. Each month will be divided up into 2 parts, which will be uploaded a week apart. I'm trying to catch up, get closer to where we are now, spring. I hope you enjoyed. See you next week. Happy birding!